got married today?
Wait, hold on. So is love worth it?
Fuck no.
Wait.
I'm single in Miami. Who cares?
I'm 22. I'm of the same generation. I feel like a lot of similar experiences because of that. Our generation is kind of starved for accountability. I think that a lot of women in our generation and the millennials are told that like men are the problem. They should, throw vitriol at men, and the problems in modern dating are all their fault. And we're not looking at like ways that we could improve this situation. And if I wanted to get specific, I mean like women need to be more exclusive about who they have sex with. In fact, they shouldn't be having sex before marriage, in my opinion. If we were going to keep going with the most controversial dating take, that is mine, I think.
So, over 60% of Gen Z men are single, and intimacy is at a 30-year low across both genders. So if you look at this graph right here, you see about 30% of US adults are single. But if you go to the men age 18 through 29, that goes to 63%, compared to women in that same age group at 34%. What's going on here? After reading the article, no one fucking knows. They try to personalize it saying men can choose differently, but ultimately it's a societal issue, as the statistics indicate that. Men can do things differently, but if such a large portion of men are training in a certain way, it's a societal issue. But what do y'all think about this? Do men need to seek relationships at a young age right now, or should they just sit back and focus on themselves? Let me know.
I swear this generation makes me never want to get into a relationship. So I was out last night at a bar with a few friends, and I ran into a friend I used to know at uni, right? Let's call him Derek. Derek is with two of his friends. He introduces me to, let's call her Jane and Jessica. We all introduce ourselves. Hey, I'm Gabriel, nice to meet you. We're all just chilling, laughing, having a good time, right? So I start talking to Jane, who I think is very attractive. Now, as me and Jane were talking and kind of flirting and getting touchy-feely with each other, her friends were kind of looking at her and me and just like kind of giving us looks, and I didn't really know what that meant, but we'll find out later. And at this point, I think everything's fine, right? But then I go into the bathroom with my friend. I turn around to him and I'm like, hey man, Jane's actually like a pretty cool girl. I think I'm gonna ask her out. And he just looks at me like, dude, she has a boyfriend, right? And I'm just like, what? So I said to her like, look, I didn't know you had a boyfriend and stuff. And she's just like, yeah, but like, just add my Instagram anyway. And I'm just like, bro, loyalty is just not a thing that exists anymore. So many people are just in relationships just because they're afraid to be alone, just so they have someone, but then they act single regardless. I know not everyone's like this, but you have to admit, my generation or just the generation below me, it's just so normal.
Dating. Oh, what a joy. Men think women are just after handsome, rich dudes, assuming they're either plotting to get knocked up or looking for a sugar daddy. Meanwhile, women see men as just wanting flings, caring more about looks and body parts than anything else. But wait, there are actually people out there looking for real relationships. Shocking, right? Yet the blame game keeps going, making it seem like understanding each other is as likely as finding a unicorn. Even when women are okay with starting from scratch with a less wealthy partner, society, both men and women, judge them for it. The guy gets called broke, and she gets labeled as someone who's settling for less. It's like we're all stuck in this cycle of self-sabotage, thanks to internalized misogyny. Until we tackle this beast, which is no easy feat, it looks like everyone will keep approaching relationships with caution, turning the dating scene into a hot mess of uncertainty. And let's not forget about Generation Z, who seem to be scratching their heads over what dating even means. Let's give them a crash course. Picture dating as a spectrum, from casual to serious. Casual dating is like hanging out, no pressure. You might grab coffee or do something fun together, like go to a concert. Afterwards, you might decide to just stay friends, and that's cool. On the serious end, it's all about finding that special someone. You're actively looking for a partner with certain qualities. If the spark isn't there, you move on. There's no middle ground. Either you see potential for a relationship, or it's back to the drawing board. Dating has taken a nosedive over the past 2 decades, thanks to the invasion of social media apps and the constant glow of smartphones. Nowadays, it feels like women are more interested in selling you content than in actually connecting. Social media has turned everyone into screen-addicted zombies, ruining family time and promoting a Hollywood fantasy mindset. Back in the good old days, people actually looked forward to dates. They'd go roller skating, catch a movie, hit the mall, enjoy an amusement park, attend a rodeo, go bowling, have a nice dinner, or swim at the lake. These were activities that brought people together, creating memorable experiences and genuine connections. Life was simpler, and dating was more about enjoyment than ego. Fast forward to today, and dating has become a weird game where people test each other's limits in record time. Online dating has made it so that if there's no instant spark, you're ghosted and on to the next. The abundance of potential matches online has led to a disposable mentality where connections are tossed aside without realizing that real bonds take time to develop. The rush to find meaningful connections has made dating a frustrating mess. And let's not forget about hookup culture, the cherry on top of this messed up dating cake. Dating is now overshadowed by a culture that values instant gratification over real connections. While not everyone is fully on board with this culture, many are unwittingly caught up in it, making it tough for those looking for something genuine. This shift might just signal a major downfall in the dating world, forcing us to take a hard look at what modern relationships have become. The idea of casual, non-committal, and supposedly self-empowered sexual relationships has been force-fed, experimented with, embraced, and normalized. Even for those who try to distance themselves or rationalize their experiences, claiming it's not red but just a different shade like pink, it's all part of a spectrum with similar dynamics. If you genuinely think that hookup culture has benefited you, it's crucial to understand that it often ends up limiting rather than empowering you. It's like being in a prison, where you falsely believe you're free because you get a brief break outside each day, all while you're still locked inside an impenetrable fortress. In the era before Gen Z, women had limited opportunities to interact with men in their community. It was a simple process. Women would attend religious gatherings, and men would make their move with the cold approach. After spending time together, the man would meet the woman's parents, and voila, marriage. But now, in the age of social media, a woman's online presence can attract thousands of likes, making her feel like she has endless options and deserves the world. This has led to the rise of MGTOW. In this Gen Z era, some men, even without first-hand dating experience, have learned from others' tales and misfortunes. Meanwhile, others, scarred by past relationships, have sworn off ever going through that again. This sums up the ever-evolving mess that is the modern dating scene. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.